after living together for a while, it just became a chore for me. Our relationship became a chore. I became the mother of the house instead of the woman of the house. And the responsibilities mentally and emotionally fell on me. I'm not saying physically because, if a light bulb broke or he fixed it, or I'm not gonna say that much, but you see what I mean. But emotionally and physically, I was always guiding him. I was still picking up our daughter after I worked, cooking, cleaning, doing everything that I was doing my part. And I just started to realize that this man is codependent. He was codependent. And when I started to see that his fatherhood was based on our relationship, that's when it started to go downhill for me. That was it. He would always have a problem with my support system. My again, the men my I'm a daddy's girl. I am a daddy's girl to the death of it. I'm the daddy's girl of all daddies. Shout out to my daddy, Big Ken Dog. If you know, you know. And he would have a problem with the support that my dad would give for us without realizing that my dad was filling in the gaps that he was not. My dad would not have to do the things that he was doing had they had been done. And my family was very open, welcoming, and still he became more of a family man. He was really close to my brother. Shout out to my little brother. He was close to him, so he just became more of a family member than like a romantic partner. Again, that's not someone that I would want to be with for the rest of my life. In a relationship, we could co-parent all day, but I saw him more as my daughter's father than I did to see as my boyfriend at the time. I just and again, it was he I was just doing all the work. I was doing all the work. He was a babysitter. When I would go out, because there were no dates happening, there was always complaints about money, or he was just always a downer. He just didn't want to do anything. And that was not your girl. That was not your girl. Now, I'm not saying I was outside in these streets, but you see, your girl is bubbly. I like to sing and dance. Oh, give me a concert. Give me whatever. Let's go. He didn't want to go. Okay, well, if you don't want to go, watch it. Watch your kid, please. I know that sounds horrible. That's a running joke with me and my daughter. I tell her all the time, like, I was a bad parent because I was in these streets. You was always at home with your dad. Now let's go back, because I'm not discounting his fatherhood in the beginning. In the beginning, that's why I say I started to realize that his fatherhood was based on him being in a relationship with me. Because when I did not choose him, he didn't choose nobody. He didn't choose anybody. But that's not where this is, because that's a little further. That's probably in the next 2 or 3 videos. That's another story. But I kept going. Your girl kept going with the ebb and the flow of everything in a relationship, because I have my child, and this is all I've seen. I've seen a 2-parent home. It took me 5 years, y'all. 5 years to come up with an exit plan. Because that's what I was doing, an exit plan. Now I have to figure out how I'm going to pay these bills by myself. In the event that, it goes down, I have to figure out what I'm going to say to him, what I'm going to do, what's going to happen. Now, in my exit plan, I had planned out hoping that everything would stay the same, just in different locations. I believe that he would continue to pay half the bills He would continue to see his child. We would come to some mutual co-parenting agreement. It didn't happen that way. But again, another series. Going back to the 5-year plan, within that 5 years, I was still not choosing him. He had been unemployed. I helped him find a job. And he had still ran the streets with his friends. And I'm still confusion because we still not going on dates, but you can run the streets. And I'm not saying don't run astray. You can run the streets with your thug. That is not what I'm saying at all. But when we are not having any dates, when you are complaining about money, and when you are saying that you just want to chill at the house, but when the fellas call and you get in that car, all bets are off. You are the extrovert of the extrovertist. That's not working for your girl. But again, we were cool. We were just lit. How many? Type in the chat. Now, look, never mind. I was gonna say, how many of you guys stayed for the kids? If you guys are still in it for the kids, don't type in the chat. I don't want to blow up your spot. DM me, Tasha girl. Right. But if you have recovered, if it's surviving not choosing the person, that's probably what I'm gonna call this series. Surviving not choosing your person. Type in the chat. Let me know how you got through it, and let me know if you need any more tools or continue to watch the series, because we're gonna get deeper into it, y'all.